All right, let's dive into something that is, frankly, mind-bending. We're going to explore a cosmological framework that suggests our entire universe. Everything we see, everything we are, is a continuous projection from a timeless fifth dimension. So, let's get into this S-matter model and see if it really could be a new blueprint for reality itself.
To get started, I want you to consider a question that just shakes the very foundations of cosmology. What if the Big Bang never happened? Seriously, what if the universe wasn't born in some singular, fiery explosion, but is actually part of an eternal, ongoing, cyclical process?
Now, before we can really appreciate a new idea, we have to understand the problems it's trying to solve. So first, let's take a quick look at let's call them cracks in our current understanding of the universe, the standard model, also known as Lambda-CDM.
Look, the standard model has been incredibly successful, but it kind of relies on a few theoretical patches to make all the math work. I mean, you've got a singularity at the very beginning where all the laws of physics just completely break down. Then you have this idea of cosmic inflation, a wild, faster-than-light expansion we can't directly see. And of course, the big ones, dark matter and dark energy, two totally mysterious things that are supposed to make up 95% of everything. We basically don't have a clue what most of the universe is.
And it's not just theory, there are real, measurable problems that keep physicists up at night. Take the Hubble tension. It's this nagging, persistent 9% disagreement in measurements of how fast the universe is expanding. Now, 9% might not sound like a lot, but in cosmology, that's a huge red flag. It's a sign that we might be missing a really fundamental piece of the puzzle.
So the big question is, how do we solve these problems without just slapping on more theoretical duct tape? Well, this is where the S-matter framework steps in. It offers a totally radical new way of looking at things. What if our entire reality is just a projection from a higher dimension?
Okay, so what is this fifth dimension? Now, it's not another physical place you could, fly a spaceship to. It's better to think of it as a realm of pure potential, an infinite, timeless ocean of possibility, where every single possible state of our universe exists all at once, kind of like a massive quantum superposition of, well, everything.
And to help us wrap our heads around that, the source material gives us a really fantastic metaphor. Imagine that fifth dimension is this infinite, boundless ocean of potential. Our four-dimensional universe, that's time, and the three spatial dimensions, is like a single current flowing within that ocean. We're not separate from it, we are literally a flow within it.
So, what does this mean for dark matter? Well, in this framework, it gets a new name, S-matter, the gravitational ghost. And get this, it's not a particle, so we can stop looking for it in colliders. Instead, it's the pure geometric shadow of that fifth dimension projected into our universe. It's just raw gravity, acting as the invisible cosmic scaffolding that holds our galaxies together.
Okay, so if our universe is a current flowing in a 5D ocean, how does that actually work? What makes it go? The answer is the absolute core of this whole framework, a constant two-way flow between the dimensions that acts as the engine of reality itself. Think of it like a giant cosmic hydraulic pump. It's a three-step process. First, you have inflow. Energy and new space are constantly pouring into our universe from the fifth dimension, mostly through the vast, empty cosmic voids. Second, expansion. This constant inflow of new stuff stretches the fabric of space, causing the universe to expand. And third, outflow. Matter and information flow back out of our universe and return to the 5D ocean through black holes, which act like cosmic recycling plants.
And this just totally flips our idea of cosmic expansion on its head. In the standard model, we need this mysterious dark energy to push space apart from the outside. But in the S-matter framework, there's no mysterious push. The universe expands because new energy and space are constantly being injected from within, thanks to that hydraulic inflow from the fifth dimension.
Now, a new model for the universe doesn't just change astronomy. It has these profound, mind-bending implications for some of our most basic concepts, like the very nature of time. And yeah, even the dream of interstellar travel. This is where things get really wild. This model suggests that time isn't fundamental. Our perception of time, always moving forward, what we call the arrow of time, is actually just an emergent property. It's the byproduct of our 4D universe constantly trying to process the unbelievable amount of information flowing in from the infinite potential of the fifth dimension. Time is literally the unfolding of reality.
And if that's what time is, this constant one-way flow of information from potential to actual, then it leads to a very, very bold conclusion. Time travel in any direction is absolutely, fundamentally impossible. Period.
And here's the logic behind that. For one, going back in time would mean reversing that fundamental flow of information, which is a no-go. Two, it would create paradoxes, like the grandfather paradox, that the basic rules of reality, what the source calls the projection codex, simply won't allow. And finally, remember that metaphor? Our universe is just one single current in the ocean. There's only one timeline, no parallel worlds to hop over to.
But here's the cool part. While time travel is off the table, faster than light travel might not be. A lot of standard FTL ideas, like a warp drive, end up creating time travel paradoxes. But this framework offers a clever way out. You can't travel faster than light through our 4D space, but you might be able to use the fifth dimension to create a shortcut, basically folding space to get from point A to point B almost instantly, all without ever breaking the laws of cause and effect.
So let's bring this all home. The S-matter framework isn't just another patch to fix a single problem. It's presented as a whole new blueprint for reality, a single, elegant system designed to replace all those different fixes in the standard model.
I mean, just look at this comparison. It's pretty amazing. Instead of a Big Bang singularity, you get a continuous projection. Instead of some unknown dark matter particle, you get projected gravity. Instead of a mysterious dark energy, you get that hydraulic inflow. And that nagging Hubble tension, it's not an anomaly anymore. It's exactly what you'd expect from an uneven flow of energy. It's one system that potentially solves 4 of cosmology's biggest headaches.
And that brings us to the final, really profound thought. Look, the S-matter framework is just a hypothesis, it's not proven, but it forces us to ask this incredible question. If there was no Big Bang, no single moment of creation, then what does that mean about our place in this eternal, recycling cosmos? Is it possible that our entire reality, everything we think is so solid and real, is nothing more than a shadow being cast from a deeper, higher, and far more complex existence?